Up to the front of our desk. Let's do a little practicing. Here we go. She's ready. You guys like
Lace says today.
What's that, Lace?
Lace says today.
Lace says, oh dear God. You want to lead it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'll let you lead it. You can do it. All right, here we go. Ready? Are we good? Here we go. Flexion. No, we're not late. Like you say with me. Like we'll do. Yeah, sorry. I should have said that. You say it with me, right? Everybody's just like, huh. Okay, all right, here we go. No games, just say let's practice, okay? All right, flexion. Extension. Hyperextension. Elevation. Depression. Protraction. Retraction. Rotation. Circumduction. Okay, now you got me all like flustered. Okay, abduction. ABD. Adduction. ADD. Pronation. Supination. Inversion. Eversion. Plantar flexion. Dorsiflexion. Superior. Inferior. Anterior. Posterior. Ventral. Dorsal. Medial. Lateral. Transverse cut hook. Sagittal cut hook. Coronal cut hook. Did I miss any? I think I got them all right. Like, you guys are like the best out of
You did miss some.
What did I miss?
The feet one.
I did the feet. Oh, did I do plantar flexion?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Sometimes I'm like you guys, sometimes I forget. Okay,
No,
hold on.
Lace said-
Flexion, extension, hyperextension, elevation, depression, pronation, supination, protraction, retraction, medial, lateral, transverse cut hook, sagittal cut hook, coronal cut hook, anterior, posterior, ventral, dorsal, flexion, extension, hyperextension, elevation, depression, protractor, retraction, abduction, ABD, adduction, ADD, rotation, circumduction, flexion, extension, hyperextension, elevation, depression. All right, Lace wants to lead. Lace first. Here we go.
Rest in peace to everybody. I like that. I can use this. Lace says lateral. Lace says medial. Lace says lateral.
All right, she's done. No,
I got it.
Okay,
Lace
ready?
says medial.
Okay.
Lace says lateral. Lace says extension.
This. Oh yeah.
This extension. You're confusing me. You're making me nervous. Lace says flexion. Lace says hyperextension. Lace says circumcision. Lace says circumduction. Wait.
You haven't said anything. You haven't said.
Oh, you all lose because you all did something.
I didn't do circumduction.
Except for Maddie. Maddie.
Yeah, Maddie wins.
Oh my
Yo.
God. All right. Okay. Good. All right. Now listen. Good job. Very good. All right. You're making me nervous. All right. So you were making me nervous. All right. Now listen. So first period, they're like afterwards. They're just like, hey, can we just like sing and do the thing on Thursday? Can we have practice tests on Thursday and do the real test on Friday? Okay. And they all voted. They all voted. Let's just do it. Okay. Like, what's that? You want to do it today? Okay. Actually do it today? Not today because I'm not ready. Okay. Because I need to give you the sheets. Okay. How many people say, yeah, let's just do it Thursday? Everybody's good? Okay. All right. Okay. So Thursday be the practice. So if you're freaking out still, you're like, oh yeah, I can't do it. Okay, then that's fine. Okay, that's the practice. The real one's on Friday. Now I'm telling you, you will get a blank sheet of paper. Okay, it's gonna look like here. I'll just show you. I should probably just leave it up here so I can print it off. Tissues.
What did you do with my bag? I didn't take your backpack. What's wrong? Catherine! Where's my backpack?
She didn't take your backpack.
Who took my backpack?
COVID City, stop touching my bottle.
It's gonna look like something like this. You're just getting blanks. This is actually for the birds. Okay, but this is it. You get a piece of paper. I like to conserve paper. It'll be a little half sheet. Okay. Sometimes as we get going on more and more tests, like there may be like 30 blanks, but there's only 19 answers because that's what I've got in my blank stockpile. Okay, I keep all the old tests up here, like just so here's the example. Oh wait, maybe I have you. Okay, here we go. It looks something like this. You'll get this sheet. Okay, I'll pass it out. Okay, I will pick these up. Okay, when I pick these up, I will very quickly grade them and let you know if you passed or you didn't pass. I will tell you though, unfortunately, if you miss one, okay, you still have to take it the next day, right? And people are always like, well, what if I got like, I only missed one on Thursday and on Friday I missed like 7. Okay, it never happens, okay? Because people either miss 1 or 2 and then they get it perfect the next day. I mean, somebody in first period is like, it's going to happen to me. I'll just prove it to you. I just missed them on purpose. Like, all right, well, sorry. Go for it. Okay, but most people get better. You know, I've never had anybody tank it the next day. It's like you messed up one word. It's like you like put like inferior to superior. Sometimes people will put. Now, I will tell you, people are sort of like, does spelling count? Spelling does not count. I know some of you are bad spellers, but if you spell flexion, WKSRTZPKPP, then that's wrong. Okay, right? It's gotta be close. And don't give me that stuff about like sometimes people would like anterior, okay, but they spell it so weird that there's not even like there's not a T in it. Like that, I don't know, like there's been some weird stuff that people are like, oh, you gotta count that. I'm like, it's not, you made up a word. You know, it's gotta at least have the major sounds with it, you know, phonetically. You know what I mean? Okay,
So
like
what if
everyone
I say-
always
What
spells.
if I accidentally say circumduction on circumcision? Yeah.
I won't quiz you on circumcision, but if you put circumcision on circumduction, wrong. Okay, now I will tell you this. Everyone always spells supination S-O-U-P, but it's just, it's sup. It's like a stand-up paddleboard. Supination, okay, supination. But if you spell S-O-U-P, I'm still going to give it to you, okay? Because that makes sense, supination, right? Y'all
What
with
if I
me on
put cup of
this?
soup on it?
Wrong. But I'll give you like
A little smiley
brownie
face?
point. Yeah, a little star. Yeah, yes. This. No? Sorry. All right. Any questions on this?
I used to think those were alcoholic beverages when I was little.
I bet, yeah. They kind of look like
Yeah,
All right.
and then I'd sneak them.
You're like, why am I not getting like wasted?
And then
'cause it's water.
my dad caught me one time and I literally like hit it super fast and
That's
he's like,
pretty
Lace,
funny.
what do you have? And I was like,
Nothing.
nothing. And he's like, no, Lace, show me. And I showed him and he's like, why are you hiding that? I was like, Dad, it has alcohol in it. He's like,
Yeah. I could see Andy saying that. Yeah, yo. Yeah, sure. Okay, so let's talk tissues. Did we get to simple cuboidal yesterday?
No.
Okay, right. We're a little bit behind, which is fine.
We were only
Okay.
at the little.
All right. So here's what I want you to do. Again, not required to take notes, but I highly recommend like drawing the pictures. Okay. All right. So I'm giving you all of these words. Hey. Oh, I know what else I forgot to do. Everybody, open up your Chromebooks. I want you to sign up for my Quizlet class, and I forgot to do this. Okay, so I sent you a link on Classroom. So go to Classroom right now, and what I want you to do is, oh, why did this? Oh, it says join my Quizlet class. Okay, now you may be signed into this, or you may not be signed into this. Always click, at school. Anytime it gives you the option to sign in with Google, I mean, most of you know this already, but like just do that. I'm just reminding people. So you just click that sign in with Google account and it recognizes you through your Gmail account, through your school account. So sign up for my Quizlet class. And it was weird because one class today, like they were automatically in. Then another class today, like they weren't automatically in. So I don't know the rhyme or reason. But click on that link, say request to join or join class, and then I will let you in if it asks for you to do this. Now look, I love me some Quizlet, And I know my Quizlet is different from other people's Quizlets, okay? Because, you know, this is anatomy and it's not like, it's,
Not like
it's not,
purple.
well, yeah, it's not like, I know you guys, like when you're trying to fill out a worksheet, we'll find the Quizlets and voila, all the answers are there. Duh, I do know this to be true. Okay, and so, but I created these Quizlets. I stole a couple things, right? But like, I got Quizlet Teacher, so I could actually upload my own images. Okay, because usually Quizlet only allows you to upload images through their Google search. So I can actually upload mine. Now listen, my quiz over time, so there is a tissue quiz, okay? And that tissue quiz is exactly like the quiz for tissue, so you can practice that all you want. It does have the name of the tissue and then, you know, the flashcard to flip back and forth on it. I am not a Quizlet master as far as like making them, but some students love to make them. So I don't know if you know this girl, Alicia Fields. She graduated a long time ago, but she was in my anatomy class and she's like, do you have a Quizlet for the muscles? And I was like, no, I don't. And she's like, can you make one? I was like, actually, I can't like make one right now because I kind of got the way I'm doing it. She goes, well, can I make one? And I was like, yes. So all of the muscles Quizlets she made, and they're amazing. And she like, you know, like aced every test, I think, because she was making her own Quizlets for that, but then gave them to me. Okay. If you're a Quizlet person, or if you're a person you're like, man, I really want this, then let's talk and we could figure out. Last year I had a group of students who were like, we were doing bones, and I have all these bone Quizlets, and I literally took pictures of the bones, and then we colored a part of the bone, and that's what the Quizlet is. Okay. So it wasn't like we found it on the internet. Okay. It's like right out of our class, the same bones that you're going to be studying. And so these kids were like, we don't like how you organize your bones. Can we organize them for you? I was like, yes. Okay. Here's, I'll log in for you. You redo them all. It was awesome. Okay. So they organized that. If you're one of those people that loves that stuff and wants to help me out with that, that would be phenomenal. Yes, Chris.
Instead of, like, can we have the option instead of doing, like, you know, the written part where we
Yeah.
actually just, like, go in front of you and just do the whole thingy thing? Like, we just tell you what each thing is and we do it for you?
I'm not following you.
Like we don't write it down.
Like, we
just
don't
come up
write it
with
Like,
down,
you mean
like
for
what we do,
each
like
test?
extension.
Like, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that. Like, can we have the option?
I cannot do that for the entire class, but what I will do is if you are struggling, okay, and you're like, I know these, but I just cannot write them down, then let's talk.
Okay.
Okay? Yes.
I bought Quizlet Pro last night.
Oh, tell me about it.
Do that for you.
Oh man. What? Oh yeah. I think that's what I have. I think Pro is teacher, the same thing as Quizlet Teacher.
All I know is that I spent $11 or $12 on it for a year.
Do you like the Quizlet? I mean, does that help you? Okay. I do too. I think it helps me learn, but you know, I'm a visual person as well. Okay, hold on a quick second. Yeah, see, yours says probably Quizlet Pro. Mine says Quizlet Teacher.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Okay,
I have it on
right-
my phone.
Right up here at the top. Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
right next to it.
Cool.
I'm like, it's a thing.
Okay, cool. I like
What's
that
the
you did
difference
that.
between pro and premium?
That's a good question.
Ooh, premium is premium more expensive or less expensive?
Probably, let me look. Probably
All right.
more expensive.
All right. So if you're following me now, yesterday we started my types of tissue. Let's put our Chromebooks down for now, and if we have some time today, I'll jump back on it. Okay. We started tots, and we only got through one. Okay. So the goal here is to be able to recognize these types of tissue. It's going to be cool by the end. You're like, man, I really know where these things are. A lot of the structure will reveal where it is. Okay, and so you'll get to be like, oh yeah, I know that because it's a circle, okay? Or it's a cube shape, right? So we're going through 3 simples and then 3 stratifieds and then kind of a weirdie, okay? But it's all epithelium. Remember my 4 tots, epithelium, connective, muscle, nerve, okay? Those are my tots. Okay, and yesterday we did simple squamous. Today, we're going to look at, first of all, simple cuboidal. And it gets its name because it's a cube shape. It's shaped like a cube. Okay, it's found in places where there's some secretion and some absorption, but you're going to find that this isn't the only one that does that. Okay, but I will tell you that every time you see a circle, it's typically going to be a cuboidal. Okay, so this next picture, okay, you're like, that doesn't really look like a circle. Okay, but this does. Okay, so I want you to picture this tissue like this. Okay, if this is a duct or a tube, like let's say a tube like in the kidneys. If I cut this tube like this, okay, and then I have just a little bit of a circle, okay, like this, that's what I'm looking at. Y'all with me on this? I slice it down like this, and that's this circle. But imagine a bunch of these pins together, okay? And then I slice it like this, slice, okay? That's what all these different circles are. But this is a part of a nephron, and this is a part of a, these are tubes inside the kidneys. Are y'all with me on this? This is the direction at which I'm looking at this. Okay, this is a little bit weird one. So here's how we're going to draw it. Okay, we're going to look at it like this. Okay, I'm going to draw the circle inside, the circle on the outside. Here's the cubes. Okay, here's my nuclei. This part right here is that basement membrane. And then I'm just going to draw this one up here beside it to show that there are typically more than one. Okay, I'm going to draw circles here like this. And then I'm going to draw this little stuff in between. Okay, so this is the cell. If you remember from yesterday, we got the cell. This is the basement membrane. And I will just put this as BM. And then this is the connective tissue. All of these have those same characteristics. They all have the cell, they have a basement membrane, they have the connective tissue. Okay? So this is simple.
Why did they give
Cuboidal.
the intermediate school and the elementary school smart boards and not high school?
Hey, that's a great question. If they told me right now, you want a smart word, I would say no. I don't think I would utilize it as much as it's. And I was even like, kind of like you, why would they get those? When I see my kids interact with those, they're great for little kids. You know, like they're manipulating the smart boards a lot more. Like I'm fine with just putting my screen up like this. I don't know what I would do with it, right? Because I got this projector and pretty much everything I'm going to do is on my computer.
Math people would use it.
Math people would use it. I could see the math people using it. I don't know. I just probably wouldn't. You know, some schools it's interesting, are going from, instead of projectors, because these things are very expensive, they're going to like just TVs, flat screen TVs. But like that would kind of annoy me too, because I like my board space. I don't know. There's no easy answer. All right. Okay. Simple cuboid. Why is it simple? This is one layer. You're like, but I see two. No, there's connective tissue that's separating this one and this one. All right. Everybody got this? Can I erase that now? Is that cool? Everybody following me okay? Simple squamous, simple cuboidal. Next is going to be simple columnar. What shape do you think simple columnar is? Yeah, a column, right? Good. It is a column. Where do we find it? It's in the small intestine, large intestine, stomach. We find it in the uterus as well. Okay, they are protective. One characteristic is that they have these giant nuclei at the base of the column. Though in the picture, it's not going to look like it's at the base. The microvilli, man, I can't wait to talk about the small intestine. Hold your thought for just a second. Your small intestine is really the key to success of keeping you alive in your digestive system. Your stomach's like a blender, and it just churns up the food. Your small intestine have these little things called microvilli that absorb the nutrients and put them directly into the the circulatory system. Okay, you can't live without your small intestine. You can live, ironically, without your large intestine. That just absorbs water. Okay, forms your poop. I have a friend that has no large intestine, and I don't think she's had a single like firm bowel movement. It's all been diarrhea since that. Can you imagine? Yeah, I need to ask her if she takes medicine to like harden up her, like, or what happens. Yeah. She'd tell me she's a nurse. She's good. Yeah.
What did I say? There's something about the news.
Ooh.
Now, have you ever seen a placenta?
Oh yeah.
I got to touch one.
I will. I have a. Remind me. I
It's
got a
crazy.
I'll tell you a placenta story.
Did
Like,
your wife eat her placenta?
yeah. Well, I saw definitely too. Like, come right out of the. You know.
Did she get it into
Did
like
she
a pill
eat it
form
though?
and eat it?
No.
Why would you eat it?
I know
a lot of people do it.
Yeah, some people-
The one with the really, the lady with the really long name. That's
Jennifer
very-
McElwackles.
Yes,
Yeah.
she got it in the pill form because it has a lot of vitamins and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting.
It's
okay.
the essential oil.
Oh yeah. Logan, Mr. Haston's wife. Okay, all right. So here we go. So here's how we're going to draw this. This is going to be the columns, okay? And here's the nuclei, okay? This is the basement membrane, and then this part is the connective tissue. So I'm going to label this cell. This is the BM, and this is the CT. And here's, I've been drawing these just very, very quickly, just as kind of more of a, okay, this is how it looks in general with the picture. Okay, so the connective tissue kind of always reminds me of like bacon, right? Where it's got like meat and then it's got the fat, right? So cell, basement membrane, connective tissue, long column-like cells, nuclei at the base. This is simple columnar. Okay, so I got simple squamous, that's long and fat. Long and flat. I have simple cuboidal, cubes. Here I have columns. Now the next one's the weirdie. Okay, so we've got 3 and 3 that are very similar. Okay, this one's the one that's going to be kind of weird. We call it pseudo. Can I erase this? Is that cool? Pseudostratified columnar. Okay. Have you heard that prefix pseudo before? Where have you heard pseudo before? Pseudonym. Okay, right. So yeah, impressively, like someone first period said, we just learned this in English class. Mrs. Stover told us pseudonym. What's a pseudonym? Huh? Nobody knows what is anybody's pseudonym?
No, but your screen's not.
I know. I couldn't
Oh
find
wait,
what
no,
it
a
was.
pseudonym is like a name, like different names.
Yeah. Okay. So like, like back in the day, a lot of female authors like published work as pseudonyms. They're pseudonyms. Yeah. Because they didn't think they would be published as a woman. Okay. C.S. Lewis. Do you guys know C.S. Lewis? Chronicles of Narnia, right? That guy is a dude. But when his wife died, he published a book under the pseudonym N.W. Clerk. And the reason why he did that was it was his journal. The book was called A Grief Observed, and someone told him, like he let someone read his journal, like after his wife died, and they said you really should publish this because this is going to help people who are grieving. And he goes, okay, but I don't want people to know it's me because I don't want people asking me about it. So he published it under a pseudonym, but then later after he died, they just said like, screw it, we all know it's you, C.S. Lewis, Clive is his real name, and so they published it under his real name. So pseudo is false, okay? So it's like a pseudonym, false name, okay? Anybody ever heard of Montezuma's Revenge? Okay, what is it?
Isn't it about like how Montezuma wants to get like revenge on the guy that took down his empire?
Oh yeah, the white man, or yeah. Okay, and then so what happens if you aren't from Mexico, but you go to Mexico and you drink the water? Yeah, what kind of sickness?
Gonorrhea.
Yeah, diarrhea. The Hershey
Oh, I
squirts.
said gonorrhea.
Oh, yeah, Hershey's diarrhea. Close, you got the Rhea. Okay, you could close, yeah. So you get the Hershey squirts, you know, sliding into first and your pants about to burst, diarrhea. Diarrhea.
Yeah, I literally remember it.
When you're going
That
into
would
two
happen
and your
if
pants
you
are full of
drank
poo,
water
diarrhea.
from here.
Oh, yeah.
Go drink the Eel River water.
There you go.
You taught me
Oh, yeah.
those on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. When you're going into third and you slip on a big fat turd, diarrhea. You guys don't know this song?
I do.
When you're going into home and your pants are full of foam. Camry's with me, thank you. All right, so how do you get that? It's caused by an amoeba, and amoebas have false feet called pseudopods. And pseudopod amoebas,
Like a
if you look at them
tripod.
underneath the if you look at them underneath the microscope, here's how they move. They're really cool. They send out this foot like this, right, and then they roll. Okay, and then they go. Oh. Okay, they're blobby. Okay, so they don't really have a foot that looks like a foot, and it looks like it's walking with that. These look like they're columnar, but they're not. We find them in the respiratory tract and also the reproductive passages, and the key is the cilia. Okay, they all have cilia. Cilia, these hair-like projections. So you've been smoking Marlboro Reds since you've been 8 years old. You're down to like 5 packs a day. You were at 8, right? Soon all the cilia are going to go away, and instead of like moving the mucus, you have to cough it up. That's where the smoker's cough comes from, because those cilia are gone, right? So reproductive passages too. So your ovaries shoot out an egg. How are they going to get to the uterus? Well, those fallopian tubes are lined with hairs, and they take those hairs, move the egg, right? So yeah, you have little tiny hairs in your fallopian tubes. You also have little tiny hairs in your respiratory passages. Here's what it looks like in real life. So when we draw this, once again, here's the bacon, right? That's hey, what's up, girl? Okay, here's the cilia. Okay, here's this. Now here, it's hard to see in this picture, but I'm gonna kind of draw this so it looks like you're like, this is like lots of different layers. Like here's a nuclei, here's a nuclei, there's a nuclei over here. But in reality, they're all single. Okay, it looks layered, but it's not. This is the basement membrane, BM. So these are the cells. Okay, and then down here, that marbled meat, like the bacon, that's the connective tissue. Okay, so this is pseudo stratified, which means it looks like it's stratified, but it's still singular row of cells. I love this one. And by the way, people always ask me, are you going to take away that cilia? That word cilia at the top? I'm going to leave that there. Okay, so that's another little thing that'll tip you off. Okay. Yeah, there's all kinds of different diseases that will take away some of those hairs, and we'll talk about some of those later. It's kind of cool, but you want to keep those little cilia. Keep those little cilia going. I don't want you to have the smoker's cough. You don't always have to die from tobacco. You know that commercial? You don't always. The guy's got it still. Okay, everybody good on this?
I met somebody
Okay.
with one of those.
Oh yeah.
Kind of scary.
Okay, I can I get rid of this? Is that cool?
What CPC
Okay, right.
Wait, I know what CPC is.
Connective
Never
tissue.
mind, I'm good.
Okay, good. All right. Thanks for sticking with me. All right. So those are our first 3, and then the 3, and then our fourth kind of weirdy. Now we're moving into the stratified. Okay. So I got simple cuboidal, simple squamous, simple columnar. Now I got stratified squamous. What do you think my next one's going to be? Stratified,
Wait, what was the one?
cuboidal, right? And then stratified, columnar. You guys are smart, right? This is the one right before is a pseudo, Grace. All right, I love this one. This is my favorite one because this is the one I always talk about. It's the one that I mentioned on day 1 about the inside of your cheeks. You've got the same cells as the inside of your rectum, okay? Your anal canal. Yeah, right on the inside. Okay, same thing. Okay, I look at these cells. Okay, I look at the ones in my rectum. I'm not really looking at those, but you know, if you want to, there they are. Now, ironically, they do produce keratin. Okay, and like, where have you heard keratin before? Yeah, in your hair, right? Like, have you seen those commercials for shampoo? It's like, oh, fortified with things to make your hair so beautiful, keratin, extra keratin, you know, all that stuff, right? Okay, so nails, that kind of stuff too. right? This is also the cells that are dead. So I'm making it rain right now on you, okay? Right now, Lace is eating my cells. Sorry, Lace. Okay, she's got them. They're flying all over. That's because the new cells are down on the bottom. The old dead ones are down on the top. I'm not in pain right now doing this because I'm not killing anything that's alive. Okay, you know you shed your skin like once every 7 years. Like you don't have the same skin that you had, when you were little. I mean, that's obvious you're growing. Thank God we don't shed it like snakes. Wouldn't that be weird? Like, what if you're sitting in class like, Mr. Birth, I need to go to the bathroom. I think I'm shedding. And you're like, and you have to like. What if you like brought it back and laid it in your seat like for the next person, like a skin shed? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But have you ever seen Men in Black?
I have.
That bug dude that showed.
Oh, that's right.
That's what it would be like.
That would be like that. It would be cool. I'm shedding. Like you'd probably shed a lot in like junior high, like puberty, right? Lace shed today in class. Ooh.
I mean, technically women shed it.
Oh yeah, you're shedding something else. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you are shedding. That is for sure.
More and more as we're shedding.
No.
That's what I'm doing.
See, if anyone's shedding, I do have some things to help you out. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, this is a reproductive health. This is.
What is that? That's a tampon.
It's not. It doesn't
You've
have an
never
applicator.
seen
Did Aubrey and Kendra give you those?
No. They're the
Uh,
ones that come out of the. I don't use them.
yeah.
I've had two once, and it was the most terrible.
Let's not talk about it now, please.
They look so.
All right. So here's how. This one is a weird one because you're like, how the heck am I going to draw this? All right. I'm going to draw it real sloppily. Okay. So in this picture, the basement membrane is right here. Okay. Sure. That stinks. The rest of it's up here. Okay. So here's how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it like this, and then draw some circles for the nuclei in here. So these are all the cells. Okay. So I'm going to do this right here. Okay. I'm going to go cells. Oh, that doesn't look like an L. And then I'm going to go kind of like make sure that I know that this is the basement membrane. So I'll go BM, and then this is the CT. Okay. The new is at the bottom. The old is at the top. I know it's a crappy drawing, but.
I can't believe how amazing of an artist you are.
Oh, thank you.
Fantastic.
I appreciate that. I've worked really
Even
hard
better than
at
this
like.
Lord.
Oh, it's so much better. Oh my gosh. I don't know how she does it, man. It makes me jealous for sure.
You're telling me.
I know. it's
Whenever
great.
I'm in there, like I'm trying so hard, and she'll come over and sketch it, and it looks perfect.
I know. It's pretty great. It's pretty cool when like our kids are like, "Will you draw me a Pokemon?" And she's like, "Yes." And then like 2 minutes, it's like, "Oh my god!" She just like it looks like it's crazy.
Does she ever just sit and draw?
All the freaking time. Like no joke. Or
You're like,
or
hey,
sewing.
honey,
Yeah.
are we gonna get dinner anytime soon?
I cook. Okay, so let's stop right there. Okay. Any questions about this stuff?